Hi, I'm Kendall. Welcome to my sweet digs in Cow Hollow, San Francisco. Come on in. Hi, I'm Kendall, and I live in a one-bed, one-bath apartment in the Cow Hollow neighborhood of San Francisco with my boyfriend Alec, and we pay $34.88 a month in rent. So our apartment is really close to the Golden Gate Bridge and close to the water, so it's really nice because just a few blocks away is that area, plus a bunch of really great restaurants and shops on Chestnut Street and Union Street. It's just really nice to live in such a kind of a quaint neighborhood in the city. So this is our dining room, which that was something we really wanted when we were looking for apartments. We love to entertain and have people over, and I absolutely love to cook. I went to culinary school. So this is one of my favorite things, our dining table, and it actually expands. So we have another leaf that we just add into it, and then we can have more people over. My favorite part of the apartment is probably these two chairs. They were actually my grandmother's, and she loved to cook and entertain, so it's nice to have her sort of touch at our table every day. And then another thing about our apartment that I'm not so crazy about is that we have all these like heating units in every room. They're kind of this ugly silver color back there, so we tried to really cover them up where we could. So one of my ultimate favorite parts about our apartment is these built-ins, which you really do find in a lot of San Francisco apartments, the older ones. This building I think was built in the early 1900s, so it's really great to have some of that charm here. So what I love about this is that you can store all of our sort of special plates and linens and things like that. And so you can store them, but also see through in this little glass door. And then over here on the other built-in, we have our bar area. We were thinking about getting a bar cart, but then we ultimately decided that we could just use the top of this built-in to display all of our alcohol and our shakers and things like that. So it's been perfect. My little spice organization that I'm very proud of. I got all this stuff online, and I just ended up making a spice rack with all of our spices. So it's kind of brings me joy. Okay, so this is our living room, which is definitely the most used room in our apartment. It has everything in it that you need. So we have a bike that we use to work out on, and then this is our couch, which is probably our favorite thing. It's so comfortable, and that was something when we were looking for a couch that we really wanted to make sure we had something super comfy. And then this is one of our other favorite pieces is our coffee table. Love just that organic wood feel of it. And then a bunch of books. I collect a bunch of coffee table books, and I showed you earlier the cookbook, so I love to just have those out on display along with a couple of other things that I've just collected at various like vintage markets, things like that. And then behind that, we have my desk, which I spend pretty much all my days here. It's really nice because we have a really great view of the street from here and such really nice natural light. So I love having that view when I work. So this is one of our favorite projects that we've done in this apartment. So we actually bought this console table, and it was kind of a dark wood color, the similar color to our coffee table. So we knew we wanted something a little bit darker to contrast, so we ended up actually sanding down the console table and then staining it black over the weekend. So it's kind of a fun project, and I love just looking at it and knowing that we actually partially made it ourselves, which is kind of fun. And then we just put baskets below, which are really functional to hold blankets and games, and then our spin shoes for the bike, which is really nice. This is our bike, which we love because we're all working from home, so it's been really nice to be able to use that during the day. We just have to be careful because I work right over there, so whenever I'm working on video, I want to make sure that Alec is not riding the bike because that would be a pretty embarrassing background for my Zoom videos. This is our bedroom. It was kind of tricky to find a gender-neutral bed that both my boyfriend and I agreed on, and it's this nice velvet material, and it's sort of this kind of dark green color, which we both love. And another thing that we both love is this vintage rug that we ended up getting off of Etsy, and I just love that it kind of brings this neutral palette in, and it kind of ties in with the green in the bed. And then I also love these stools, which I've had with me over the past couple apartments, and it's just nice to have kind of this organic feel in the room. I love like wood elements against the cream bed and the nice linen, so it kind of adds a nice contrast. And then my other favorite part of this room is just the really great light we get with the north-facing windows. It's just really nice to have that natural light in the morning when we open up our blinds, so definitely my other favorite part. So this is my boyfriend Alec's side of the room. He has a bunch of books here, and then we have this plant that just covers up our nice little heating unit. This is our dresser, which is probably one of my favorite pieces in our apartment. I love that it kind of has this light wood color to it, and I like how it has 3D doors, and it actually used to be a buffet, so it was supposed to be for a dining room, but we actually transformed it to a dresser. And something else that's kind of funny about our apartment is that we only have an outlet on this side of the room. So for this side, we wanted to have lamps and still make them functional. So we have these puck lights that I got online, and you can actually just use this remote to turn on the lamp. So I kind of made it work with what we had. We got really blessed in this apartment with closet space. We have 4 closets total, which is kind of funny. This closet here in the bedroom, which has a nice mirror on it, is where I put all my clothes and shoes, and then it actually leads into our bathroom too, which is kind of a very San Francisco thing. And this is our bathroom, which is right off of my closet from the bedroom, and then there's also a separate entrance from the hallway. I love the fact that it has this like bright green tiling, and then I also love that there's these big built-ins that we have on display a bunch of our stuff. We wanted to bring in some greenery, so we have a big plant up there on top of the built-in. We have these really fun green blown glass handles on the doors. So both this door and then the door from the hallway have these sort of fun green knobs inside, so it really ties in with both the plant, but also that fun green tiling on the walls too. So this little catch-all is something I actually found on a vintage website, and I just love it so much for putting things like my probiotic and any vitamins that I take every day. So it's a kind of a fun one that I like to have out. And then this little kind of shot glass I use as a Q-tip holder, and I just love how it has this fun little circle facet on it. And yeah, it adds a lot of character to the space. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out my sweet digs. For more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.